We designed the game especially around Gollum. What could Gollum do? We didn't make a design and then put Gollum on it.
Stealth video games live and die by level design. To make an interesting stealth game, you have to have some verticality. So the player is able to sit on top of a tree, scout some guards where they're walking and where they're running and so on.
We used Gollum's agility in the game for big gaps where Gollum needs to jump over, and no orc could do this. On the other hand, Gollum is a more tiny character and he can squeeze through tunnels, so the player actually can think, okay, I am in control of Gollum and I can reach it, but none other can. You can use several ways to make progress throughout the game. On the one hand, you could climb throughout a difficult place where orcs might guard, or you can stay at the ground and sneak through them while using several environmental aspects. So when I started to work on a level, our lead game designer gave me some sort of buzzwords. One of the buzzwords were narrow space and disorientation. So I needed to create a place in the blockout that feels uncomfortable. And when I finished the blockout, I also needed to test the blockout. Is it fun? It was difficult to think about the difficulty ramping. So I needed to make a level that is very, very easy for all the beginners, so that every player can actually learn all the mechanics. And on the other hand, I needed to go to, at the end of the level, at the end of the game, and created levels that are very, very difficult.
I mainly worked on the Barad-dûr part of the game, so where a lot of orcs are, but later I also worked on a level in the Elven Realms, which I had a lot of fun with because another game designer worked on it before, so I could bring a lot of freshness into the level and iterate on the work that was done before me. So it was really fresh to dive into a new environment, like different challenges in building levels, because the Elven Realms do a lot with nature, so I had to also think of how would that turn out in the nature. So how would I build a cave, how do I build a forest? It's just beautiful.
Most fun was actually to create a vertical labyrinth inside of a tree. The blockout needed to give the feeling of, okay, you are already inside of a tree, even if this doesn't look like a tree. Working with the setting of the Elven Kingdom, it was great, yeah. There are differences between level sizes. So we have, for example, very, very small levels where we set a focus to tell the story of Gollum in our game. On the other hand, we have really, really big levels that have a more focus on parkour.
It's not encouraged that you kill enemies, because if they see you, you're most likely dead. So you try to avoid everything and solve everything like a puzzle. Don't try to be too aggressive. There are some environmental puzzles which are very calm and you have no stress, but there are also like boss puzzles where you have boss-like encounters where you have to find out how to solve it. We also have some encounters with famous characters where we have to use all those abilities to escape.